What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Hunter x Hunter chapter 360. I got an update letting me know that this on Viz Media, at least, that this is the last official subtitles for this website. And so I've been linked. Somebody on Twitter and a couple other people linked me websites to use with official translations moving forward with 361 moving on. So I'll plan to follow those. If anything looks wrong or incorrect, I'm sure you guys will correct me and let me know. I'm not sure if we're gonna make I think this might be the first week in the last 6 or 7 that we didn't hit the 100 like goal for both videos. So this might be the only video you guys see this week. So I guess we'll kind of find out as that goes along. But again, if you guys want 2 chapters a week like we've been doing, if you can get 100 likes on this video, next week we will have the double up of 361 and 362. Got a lot of clarifications on things. You guys left some good comments. It looks like the debate, there's still some things which I guess it's kind of just, it's never been clarified, I guess, by the author in the story himself. So a lot of questions just don't have I'm getting explanations on both sides. One being Hisoka, is he stronger? Is his Nen actually stronger? Is it not? I've had some people say Nen after death gets stronger after death. The price you pay for that stronger Nen is death. Hisoka is not dead, so therefore his Nen is not stronger. He died, but there's been no examples of anybody dying, at least that I don't, and then you guys have also let me know. There's been no examples of somebody dying, then living, and then their Nen becoming stronger. I've had some people say that his conviction, his motivation is stronger, but his actual abilities are not stronger. I've had other people saying that Nen after death, he did die, therefore, ergo, he is now stronger. Again, it's a toss-up, I'm not sure. You guys let me know that when the person dies, their ability does leave Chrollo's book unless it's an ability that has Nen after death, like the sun and the moon, which is just a whole nother rabbit hole of confusion of what abilities could become stronger after death that he gets to keep, and X, Y, and Z, and all that stuff. And then it's just, this is pretty much one of the biggest debates, is if you can still use Nen after Chrollo takes your ability. I thought we had a good example with Moral when I said if Chrollo was to take the ability Deep Purple, Moral could still use Smoky Jail. You know, he could still make clones and all that stuff. But then I had a couple people bring up that's still an ability that creates the smoke, so maybe Chrollo would just take the ability for him to create smoke altogether. Instead of a specific ability, he could just take the smoke and then do whatever he wants with the smoke. So then does Moral lose all the abilities of using smoke? I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody that we've seen use abilities from different points, you know, like Manipulator, Enhancer, all that kind of stuff. Because now Moral isn't a good example now that I think of it. Even though we've seen him, I think, use the most applications of his ability, it's still all within the ability of using the smoke. So if he takes Deep Purple, but is he actually taking the ability to use smoke? I don't know. I don't want to use Moral as an example anymore. I'm trying to think of somebody that we've seen use kind of multiple categories, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Maybe Palm, for instance, because we know that she's an enhancer, but I also had people let me know it's never been clarified, or maybe it's plot pointish on what the hell happened to her as an ant and why she's got the crystal ball in her head, but what the crystal ball does she enhance it, gives the blood, all that kind of stuff, whatever. But if she's an enhancer and she enhances her hair to cover her body, like we saw her use that, let's say Chrollo takes that ability to where she can kind of see the locations of people, and he takes that, could she still then use the ability of her Black Widow or whatever she calls herself when she covers her hair? Because those two are not intertwined with one another. She doesn't need the other to create the other. So I don't know. But again, it looks like a lot of questions that I'm asking, it looks like have, well, not all of them, but a lot of the is it this or that You know, is it one or the other? It looks like you guys haven't even gotten clarification on, you know, and it's a lot of like theory and headcanon and what side of the fence you're on. So, you know, it's good to know that I'm not the only one that kind of has those questions. And the other clarification we got was you guys let me know that these guys do know how to use Nen. These are just like your basic hunters. They just don't know about the succession battle of killing people off. My thing is, why did this dude over here, why was he freaking out like, Nen? What is Nen? Like, he just broke out into sweat like he really didn't know what was going on. But then they come in like, yeah, we know Nen. Why would you even bring that up? Type conversation. So, I don't know. Let's jump into it. Chapter 360, titled Parasite. Patreon members, you guys should get this Sunday night, the 5th, around like 8 o'clock at night. YouTube, you guys will see this on Friday. Let's go ahead and do it. And I'm taking notes on the phone. I'm going to try to learn these people's names. I'm going to try to write it all down here. I mean, we've got the chapter ready to go. We'll take the notes, and we'll go from there. Titled Parasite. The princes killing each other? I can't believe it. That's just not normal. It's a fact. Why would the royal army dispose of the bodies without autopsies? What proof do we have that your chain is for real? Try me. Did you know about this succession battle? Not at all. If I'd known why before we left, I'm just the queens. One at a time. Yeah, y'all are, everybody calm down. A simple yes or no. You first. Oh, homeboy here knew. Wow. All right. What the hell? Everybody knows here these days. Why were y'all acting ignorant to the fact they didn't want to? They didn't want no part. I mean, it'd be different if like, yeah, I knew, but I didn't want any part. Bro, you're in it. You're neck deep right now. You're on the boat. There's nowhere to go. You know. I mean, he could escape to maybe the lower levels with the general population and just get off, but you're neck deep. You two. Oh no, I didn't know. Neither did I. You two, are you on Prince Wobble's side? I'm not an ally. No, not quite. Jesus. So we've got guys here. They know about the succession battle. It looks like maybe they were put in place to easily get rid of, you know, Wobble. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But I'm wondering, like, if you're ignorant to the fact, like Wobble and Oito or whatever his mom's name is. They're not skilled. They don't know what's going on. They just, you know, they had to be here because all the other princes were here. And if someone's like, hey, here, you know, my guys run security, they'll look after you. Just hire them, guys. You know, just take them. They'll look after you, like some of the older princes or whatever. And they're like, sure, okay, we don't really know what to look for. I'll take your advice. And he could tell those guys, hey, when the chance comes, just kill the little kid and the mother. You know, just get rid of them. And that's what these guys could be. They're just there waiting for the moment to strike. Oh, is she there too? Oh, she is. Okay, yeah, she said, get behind me. Or he said, Kurapika said, get behind me. Not quite. Shoot them. Hold on. Who said shoot them? Shoot them right now. Oh, the woman. Let me explain. Queen Oto, please remain calm. Queen Oto, you must listen to me. Their information is vital for our survival. Just taking some notes here. Oto? Do we even have clarification on that? It's weird that you guys, I mean, it's not weird, but a lot of people say that, like, we never even get clarification on people's names and color schemes until it's presented in the anime, and I find that so interesting. That you could go years with pronouncing a name a certain way or decades, and then you see it, like, pronouncing the anime, you could be like, holy shit, I've been pronouncing this wrong the whole time I've been reading it. The 5 dead... Were they also not on Prince Wobble's side? No, they each served someone else. Sheesh. So maybe these guys have been taking out others? I'm not quite sure. We can shoot them. I know I'm reading this wrong. We can shoot them if they refuse to cooperate. Each? Prince Wobble had 7 guards assigned by the royal household. Why do you think there were 7? It's the number of queens besides Queen... Oh, wow. So all the other queens, why was she even? I mean, like we said, she might not know any better. If other queens were like, "Hey, just take these as bodyguards," I know you guys are struggling to find. You don't know connections here. Just take these. The queens are using the guards as informants to find out if the lower queens and princes are plotting a rebellion. The number of guards increases whenever another wife is added, but a lower queen is not allowed to spy on a higher rank, a higher queen and prince. What do you mean, not allowed? Oh, you guys can't see my cursor. Hold on, I need to scroll up and scroll back down. There we go, now you can see my arrow. A lower queen is not allowed to spy on a higher queen and prince. According to who? Who's keeping that rule in place? What if I'm Oito and I'm hip to the game? You know, I'm a high class end user. I know what's up. I've ran the streets before. I've got, you know, good support backing me. Who's keeping me from hiring somebody to infiltrate? You know, or when we put out those things on the website, who's to say I'm not Oito saying, "Hey, I need one of my buddies to get up in here and protect somebody and feed me information." Like, who's keeping this rule in place? Oh God, this looks like it's going to be a lot. So a lower queen gets a true guard only when there is a new queen lower in the rank than she. Queen Oto, the lowest, hasn't even had the system explained to her yet. 11th Prince, 2 guards chosen by Queen Psycho, 5 guards, spies chosen by queens, 12th Prince, yada yada, 1 guard chosen by queen, 6 guards, spies chosen by queen, 7 guards. Alright, I'm not even gonna lie, you done lost me here, but yeah, I got the general gist of it. The number of guards increases, she doesn't even, yeah, okay. Our job is in fact to protect Prince Wobble as long as it doesn't threaten the safety of our client and her prince. Get it? The succession battle changed everything. Now the very existence of the other princes is a threat. Did your client order you to assassinate Prince Wobble? No, even the queen would be thrown into prison if she issued such an order. The succession battle doesn't mean the laws go out the window. The very existence of the other princes is a threat. So why not get rid of those threats? I mean, I know she could be thrown in jail, but what if she wants her prince to... What if she gets thrown in jail, but her then prince becomes king? You know, he might be able to bend the laws, get them out of jail. It could be worth it to eliminate some of them. Didn't the king allow all this? There won't be any acquittal or pardon for murdering a prince. That's why we were doubtful until someone died. We thought this was a drastic measure taken to mollify the vicious relationships between the queens and princes. That the point was for the prince to come to understand the difficulties and risk of actually plotting assassinations. That's how serious a crime it would be. We thought it was unrealistic. It's not unrealistic now, but seeing that body and hearing about Nen, now we know the battle has begun. It just won't be carried out by us or private soldiers, but the princes themselves. Okay, so, okay. So he's making it seem, all these bodyguards and all that kind of stuff, there's no pardon for protecting your prince if you kill another prince. So if like, if Prince T walks in this room right now and threatens everybody, he's like, I'm not leaving this room until I kill, Wobble. If anybody gets in my way, I'll kill you too. Even if you guys succeed in jumping his ass and killing him, you have now been branded and labeled a prince killer. You killed somebody of the royal family. They're not going to let that slide just because he walked up in the room threatening to kill the other prince. They're not even taking that chance. At least that's the understanding. You guys let me know if I have that wrong. He's saying here, there won't be any acquittal or pardon for murdering a prince. That's why we were doubtful until someone died. It just won't. But seeing that the body didn't actually hear about the end, now we know the battle has begun. It just won't be carried out by us or private soldiers, but by the princes themselves. What are you saying? Didn't she take the seed urn ceremony? That must have been the ceremony to bestow Nen abilities. That was just an old tradition. Please, it is imperative that you be calm. If this is true, it's natural to think young Prince Wobble's Nen ability is driven by an instinct for preservation. Wait, so are we saying... So nobody's doing any killing? Are we saying Prince Wobble is somehow like subconsciously just killing people off with his nen? Like he's a like a classic cliche horror movie where like a kid's possessed and doesn't know what's going on, but he's just killing people? It's driven by an instinct for self-preservation. She's sensing your anxiety as danger. We cause that anxiety, so it's likely for her to automatically attack us. You must calm down as much as you can. Oh, is Wobble a female or is she doing it? I don't know. Somebody's doing it. Either Wobble or the mom. I think it's Wobble. That's the most plausible theory we have, but we still can't determine if the attacker is friend or foe. Is a friend or foe. Or maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. We'll kind of see. Because the seed ceremony is making it sound like that must have been the ceremony to bestow nen abilities. What is the seed urn ceremony? Did we see that? That's not when they went to all get their like nen beast or whatever it was? Is this just some ceremony that they have the princes do to activate their nen, regardless of age, whether they know how to control it or not? That was just an old tradition. Okay. It could be that Prince Wobble did it in self-defense, sensing a guard's decision to take matters into his own hands, or it could have been another prince targeting the youngest and weakest prince by destroying her inner circle. Okay. Questions remain regarding her mastery process. Nen is usually acquired over a long time. When was this ceremony? A little over a month ago. True, it hasn't been long enough for that theory to work. This can't be done by someone who just learned nen. Well, it's not impossible if it's parasitic. Oh, they said it. They said the thing. They said the title. Okay. So what, I think the biggest revelation we've gotten here, maybe this was explained earlier, but the only time there's going to be killing done on this voyage in the upper level, who knows what the general population is doing down there. The princes are going to have to carry this out. None of these hired nen bodyguards are going to be able to kill an actual prince or face the consequences. You know, jail, death, yourself. Parasitic, yeah, that would explain the ceremony. Oh, they're putting in like a nen parasite to act on its own for the ones that can't act by themselves. But then once say Prince Wobble lives to be a little bit older, he becomes Gon and Killua's age. How does the parasite go? Maybe the parasite vanishes on its own once the nen user has reached a certain maturity or peak in their own nen. What the hell is sticking out the back of my man's head right here? What the hell is that? What's happening to him? Say, can you see that? What the hell is that? It looks like a damn gear shift. Oh, whoa, quiet. We don't know what it will react to. Are we saying this is like Wobble's ability here? Acting on its own? You can't see that? What? What do you see? Can you see it, Your Majesty? What? I don't see anything. What is it? Alright, get behind me. So, either Oito really does know nothing about nen, or she's playing it up really good. Hey, for real. What the fuck is this shit? What is this horror Chuck E. Cheese shit going on right here? Where did that even come out from? So they've got these like little nen parasitic like ants on them, like doodle drawings. And then we've got some like possessed bear, Ted looking dinosaur, some jellyfish. Like, what is happening over here? Got a minute? No, I don't. Up there. What is actually happening right now? Good lord. This is quite... And the fact that like she's sitting there and can't see any of this. Now that the succession battle has begun, they may have come to gauge each other's strengths. But It's too chaotic and wide open. It doesn't seem like anyone's controlling them. Are these just other Prince's Nen beasts coming in here to like see what's up with the what's ups or what's happening? Yo, y'all got to get the hell out of there. By the way, the seed urn ceremony. Or is this all Wobble's doing? So these are the worm toxins. Yo, y'all got to get the hell out of that room. What the hell? Emergency. Using all channels. This is Karapika. Multiple unconfirmed Nen beasts have appeared in Section 14. What's going on in your section's Melody report? Does that mean Prince Mariam's Nen beasts are here? Biscuit, is your Prince alright? All clear. Never looked better. He's totally unaware. And yours? I know I'm reading this out of order. This is Melody. Section 10 is all clear. Biscuit's here. Nen beasts. Biscuit here. Nen beasts confirm. Section 13 is now clear. Now? All clear, never looked better. He's totally unaware. And yours? Unaware. The princes themselves don't know about the abilities they gained in the ceremony. They're going to kill each other without being aware of them. Biscuit here. Nen beast confirmed, but the Section 13 is now clear. Confirmed. Biscuit, is your prince alright? All clear. Confirmed, like, they heard the order? Or he had beast, they're now gone, everything's under control. But that doesn't make sense. If they gain Nen, they should at least be able to see their Nen beast. Biscuit, are the association members the only ones who can see them? Yes, guards, servants, and the prince himself cannot. This Nen is parasitic. Your Majesty, this way. Is a parasitic ability similar to a curse? Yes, it uses the host aura to fuel the ability, and many are conjuration based. The host is left unaware and can't control them. They can protect or sometimes attack the host. So the host not using Nen isn't an issue. It works better that way. When they drain aura, the host only feels it as an unexplained fatigued. This is more dangerous than you imagined. Let me know now if you want out. A hunter will be sent to Tier 2 security. It won't affect your true missions. Like I told you before, our job is to guard the prince and the queen. Increased danger is no reason to resign. Alright, at least they're down for the cause. In fact, our situation has changed with this worsening crisis. We'll need to exchange information to protect them better. Did we chain them? I know we didn't get to them because the others like popped up. But can we trust these here to be who they say they are? They're finally gone. Nen beasts are so nasty. Are they all gone? Yes. At least in this room. Oh god, he's got one on his shoulder. Then let me know when you're free. Okay. What is this thing? So our real mission is to explore the Dark Continent with Beyond. But we won't use that as a reason to neglect this mission. Alright. Your situation is problematic. Approaching Fourth Prince T is oh, so they've already... Okay, so they exchanged that information. Okay. Is dangerous and clearly incompatible with this mission. I have the Queen's consent. Safety is my utmost concern, of course. That won't help to establish trust with you. I'd have to refuse to form a team with you. Their safety must be the priority. Then I ask, what does safety mean to you? If it's only to guarantee safety while on board, per your contract, your understanding is too narrow. Isn't their safety to wholly escape from the threats of the succession battle? We can make that possible. There are currently 3 ways. Your Majesty, please consider that there are many options. Oh god, what's happening? Did somebody just come in and snatch the baby, or what are we screaming about here? Stay with me, Your Majesty. And she just screams at the top of her lungs. Who's this that just hit the floor? Oh no, somebody over here someone's over here slitting throats. Is this the guy that had the panda bear on his shoulder? And he got possessed? And it is him. That's his silhouette. What, did the little Nen beast from Wobble take over his body and now he's slicing anybody that might be a threat? He just ran in there and slit. Get back. What happened? He took the knife and I was free, so it asked me to. Don't move, but it asked me to. Stop or I'll shoot. Oh God, and he's going in. Wait, I want him alive. You can't stop a hunter with a .22 caliber pistol. Look after the queen. I'll stop him. And that's going to be the end, isn't it? Oh, hold on. What is this here? Oh God, I try to escape this. I try to leave it behind, and no matter how hard I try, it just comes back up. I don't even know. What I wanted to do most was have him kill someone in the troop. I knew how the story was going to work out, but I hadn't decided who Hisoka would kill in the end. Hisoka wanted to kill Machi then and there, but I vetoed it. To lead into the voyage arc, I needed a messenger to deliver the news to the other troop members. He killed Kurotopi and Shalnark as part of his post-mortem analysis of his performance in the fight, as well as for revenge. And I also wanted to show how serious Hisoka was through his cold and calculated judgments in reducing Chrollo's roster of abilities. Is my excuse after the fact. It was my hunch that letting Machi stick around would make it more interesting later on. This came up in my joint interview with Kishimoto, but I have a blueprint in my head when I'm writing the story, meaning I can put everything into words, and upon actually thinking things through, I often come to the conclusion that following the blueprint is indeed the interesting path. But when the distant future is still murky, who you choose to save or let go relies solely on intuition. I hope I don't come to regret it. Too late now. There were several things I wanted to do with this battle. First and foremost, I love stories where the enemies of the protagonists fight each other. One of the most exciting ones was Children High School played Bungie High School in a baseball. Okay. I took care and let them both show their manhood and also portray a clear decision outcome. Well, fun fact. The other thing was I wanted to do was have someone say, I will 100% win. Or, yeah, because usually when you see this, I'm 100% going to win this battle. There's no way I can lose. They always lose. Classic anime, and then really do it. The guy who says something like that generally loses. I refer to the attitude exposed by the swordsman. Okay. Yeah, so like the chapter says, parasitic or whatever that all might be. The bodyguards seem to be aware of Nen, and now we've gone from completely oblivious to what's going on to I've got my own side mission. I've been hired by somebody else to look after. I'm only here to kill if, you know, it comes kill or be killed. So we've got this huge just like succession thing going on here. I'm not even going to try to really understand like what prince hired who with the 14, 2 guards by this, 5 guards by this, 1 guard by this. If that's something I need to really get down, you guys let me know and I'll go back and try to absorb this. She's the lowest, so she doesn't know what the hell's going on here. But I feel like the biggest thing that we got was someone like Kurapika and these other guards and everybody else, Biscuit, Melody, all that stuff. None of them, well, I don't know what Kurapika would do. These general fodder bodyguards, they're not going to take the chance. But I feel like if Kurapika got the chance to kill T or, you know, any other, he would, and, you know, had to deal with it after the fact. But, I mean, maybe not now that it's been all explained, but I don't see maybe Biscuit or Kurapika holding back if they got the chance to kill, if, you know, their prize was being killed or being threatened. But basically, the bodyguards are saying none of us are going to take the chance of killing the prince. I mean, we're going to be locked up for life, jail, killed on the spot after the fact, all that. So basically, they're saying for this succession battle, if you're a prince and you want another prince dead, it's going to have to be by your hands. You are going to have to go physically kill them. You're not going to order somebody else to do it because no one else is going to take that chance of, you know, being branded a prince killer, a royal guard killer, a royal family killer, and have to deal with that for the rest of their life or be sentenced to death because of it. Is at least the explanation that I got. Now, would Kurapika hold back? I don't know. And then through this urn ceremony, it looks like some way to activate Nen, at least in some of the younger ones, or give them the ability to just protect themselves until they get older. Now, the older princes, did they go through this as well? Did they go through this same ceremony? Because, you know, they're princes. You never know when their lives might be in danger. And then as they got older, can they rid themselves of that parasite and then, you know, form their own Nen like we've seen everybody else do? Or does it stay with them at all times? Maybe they get knocked unconscious or captured or something like that. They have no control over their Nen, or they're on the brink of death. Would the parasite then come out and then act in their stead? You know, the parasite, they've got these parasites, they've got these Nen beasts, they've just got all this pretty much stuff subconsciously acting on their behalf. It seems, you know, like a good thing to have. Now, these Nen beasts, now they did say Nen beast though. So now I'm confused. Is this Wobbles doing? Are these parasites and him acting? Or is this other prince's Nen beast just moving through the ship? And in why would they? The seed urn ceremony. So these are the worm toxins. Yeah, so I don't think these are other people's Nen beast. I think these are just having to do with Wobble. And that's my guess here, is everything that we're seeing here, you know, all this, is this Wobble? I mean, Wobble's not purposely doing it, but it's flowing through him. I'm guessing that's the reason for everything's happened. I don't know if Oito is as oblivious to everything that's going on as she's making it seem to be. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. They're kind of making it seem like she's so low on the totem, she really has no say. Whatever's given to her, she'll just have to take. And some of these other ones were hired by other princes to gain information. They want to know what's going on. And then our man here seems to be possessed with one of these parasites, which I'm guessing is coming from Wobble, and has ordered to take these guys out who currently seem like a threat to Wobble. Subconsciously, whether it's, like he said, like Kurapika said, sensing the mother's anxiety, thinking the mother's in danger, and these 2 or 3 pose the biggest threat, so take them out. I was free, so it asked me to. It asked me to. He's still charging. He can't even take it, and yeah. So we'll just kind of get clarification on that. Are these the Nen beasts that we saw a handful of chapters ago, or is this just all parasitic stuff subconsciously acting on Wobble's behalf? Is Oito as naive to everything as she seems to be? I'm not quite sure. And yeah, I don't know if I need to really understand any of like who hired who and what's going on, but these guys are dead. They know of Nen. They know what's going on. They know of the succession battle. They've been hired by other princes. And did I get that correct? If a prince is going to die, it's going to be by another prince, not by a hired bodyguard, not even someone like Kurapika or Biscuit or Melody or anything like that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and leave that there. I appreciate it, guys. Again, if you guys want 2 episodes, I don't know if we're going to get 2 episodes this week. You guys will find out if the other 2 videos got 100 likes. I don't think we're on pace to hit it for both. I'm doing this Sunday, so we'll kind of see what happens by Wednesday, though. I think 358 needs like 15 likes, and 359 needs like 40 or so, but we'll kind of see how it plays out. Either way, I appreciate it. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,